Hi guys, James from TBG here, and welcome to something a little bit different. Some of you may have noticed over the past few weeks that the direction of my hobby has changed. Oh, stop it, camera. Yes, the direction of my hobby has changed. I'm going more towards Horus Heresy at the moment. It's mainly to do with the way Ninth is being, or the way Games Workshop are dealing with Ninth Edition. Obviously, it is totally impacted by what's going on in the world at the moment, but there's not a lot we can do about that. But having to wait 2 months after the release of a new edition for the first two codexes, I think is a bit of a mistake. Also, some of my armies probably will not be getting codexes until next year or even the middle of next year. So I don't see a point overly because of the way things are and the fact that the guys at DBG aren't getting together to play games anymore at the moment because of what's going on in the world. I can concentrate on other things. And what I thought I'd do, because I have been reading the Siege of Terror Heresy novels, which I have to say are very good. I have not been disappointed with one. There's a couple of obvious things that I thought, okay, yeah, that's too obvious, but not too much. And so I've also been going back and reading some of the novels, not all of them, because some of the novels are shockingly boring. Like anything to do with Thousand Sons of the Mechanicum is just dull. I know that's probably upset a few Thousand Sons of Mechanicum players, but I thought Mechanicum was a boring book. It took me so long to read it. Same with Thousand Sons. It didn't get going until the last couple of chapters when the Burning of Prospero happened. Or up to the Burning of Prospero. I can't remember. And even the Burning of Prospero, and that's a Dan Abner book. That was, oh, so slow. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is challenge myself. Now, because the main legion that's focused in the Siege of Terror books is the Imperial Fists, purely because Dawn is a Praetorian of Terror and he is in charge of the whole siege. The Imperial Fists are pivotal. Obviously, the White Scars and the Blood Angels are still there, and there's lots of loveliness for you White Scars and Blood Angel fans, especially the interactions between the three Primarchs. Very, very cool. But I read a book called Praetorian of Dawn, which is set just before the Siege of Terror, where the Alpha Legion take on the Imperial Fists around Pluto, just getting into the Solar System. And one of the characters, Arcanus, is a captain of Rogel Dawn's Huskarls. Now, the Huskarls are Rogel Dawn's personal bodyguard. Like all the Primarchs had a personal bodyguard. And he is the captain of a personal bodyguard. I haven't modelled this on him, because if I had, I would have had to use some bionics. I used a bare head, because he is bald with a fabulous moustache, and his cloak has got what is essentially a wolf pelt over it, but I think it's Inuit ice bear. Anyway, this is just a Huskar, it's one of the bodyguard, and I built this based on the descriptions in the book. Now, I've used as a base the plastic chaplain model from Betrayal at Calth. Yes, I still had one. So that's the legs. Spare Mark IV chest plate. The cloak is from the Death Watch Deathwatch thingy sprue. This arm is the chaplain's arm with a few bits cut off, and probably need a bit of green stuff around there. And the Mark IV bolter from the plastic Mark IV set. And then there's the power maul from, again, Deathwatch. And then a couple of spare shoulder pads I had from my bits box. A Mark III helmet with a crest. And this guy is a Huskell. And the reason why this is called Challenge Yourself is because yellow is seen as a particularly difficult colour to paint. Now, Reichardt has a Horus Heresy army. They are Imperial Fists, and he has 4,000 points of them. And I could not paint 4,000 points of Imperial Fists yellow. But no, he's Imperial Fists. They look lovely on the tabletop. They're brilliant. There's lots of variety. This is really classic Imperial Fist army. Focus. God, my camera's being weird today. And again, apologies for the lighting. I'm filming this at the time of day in my office where the lighting is just weird, regardless of how many lights I have in here. When the sun comes through my window, that's it. Anyway, so this is what it's going to be. This is going to be a series of videos about challenging myself, getting out of my comfort zone and painting stuff that I don't normally paint, or painting colours that I don't normally paint. And this is probably going to be a journey of a small Horus Heresy force of Imperial Fists. I've already decided that the yellow I'm going to be using is this one, Uriel yellow, over a light grey or white undercoat. Oh my God, look at the sun. And then I decided, well, I don't know what washes. I'm probably going to use Agrax as a recess wash, and then highlight with, I think it's Dragon Yellow from, is it Dragon Yellow or Demon Yellow? It's either Dragon or Demon Yellow from the Army Painter, which is slightly lighter than Uriel Yellow. And then the final highlight of Bleach Bone. And that's the way I'm going to be doing the yellow. I have a few plastic Heresy Marines lying around. I'm going to build those once this video is done. I've got some Cataphractii Terminators. And I've got, well, you've already seen them if you saw the previous video, the two plastic Contemptors. I said they were going to be Dark Angels. No, they're going to be Imperial Fists. So I can practice painting larger flat panels in yellow. And then we'll see the results as this goes. Obviously, I'm not in position with my camera set up to do, to film painting. I just can't do that. Not with my camera set up in the way, because I use a phone and everything. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't do anything any justice, and it'll just be a waste of your time watching it. So I'm going to do it step by step. This, like I said, is just going to be a series of videos. Hopefully, I'll either do it step by step, or we'll get a finished miniature, and we'll just talk about how I dealt with it. So yeah, so this is going to be one of the characters in the Imperial Fist army that I'm planning. For those of you who are going, oh, but I thought you were doing Night Lords. I am doing Night Lords, but I'm waiting for the new Tartarus-based Terminators to be released. And the way forward will release stuff that could well be next year by the time they're released. So the Night Lords are on hold. So Imperial Fists it is. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Do check out the links in the description to everything. Obviously ignore White Shark Gaming, we haven't got around to removing that one yet. Goblin Gaming, if you go use that link and buy anything from them from that link, we'll get a small kickback so we can buy more stuff and eventually get the hobby back to the way it was before the world fell apart. And obviously also there's the other sponsors, and there's also Patreon. So as usual guys, stay safe and I'll catch you next time.